Good evening everyone, it's the 22nd of the 3rd 2012 at 5 p.m. Currently we have a HSC code red for very heavy rainfall and flash flooding along the Sunshine Coast area, adjacent hinterland, and this is expected to move south over the next few hours. Flash flooding is occurring and we do expect some river flooding as well to follow. I'll go onto the radar and show you that the intense thunderstorm that we have had currently stationary around the Maroochydore Sunshine Coast area, extending south to Caloundra, inland as far as Landsborough, and now also extending down towards Caboolture, Bribie Island. We do expect this area to move south over the next few hours. It will depend on stationary thunderstorms as to what effects they have. They may form off the ocean here, over the islands, Australia and that sort of thing. We'll have to keep a close eye on it. You can see the wind dobs coming in from the southeast, wrapping back around, and also the rotation on this thunderstorm. It is currently rotating at the moment in a clockwise manner, which is expected given the environment this thunderstorm's in, and we spoke about this in previous videos. Maroochydore has had 100 mils in an hour, and I think it's edging 160 total for the day. So we do have some very heavy rainfall there. I'll move on to the computer model GFS, and you can see that at 1 AM tonight, or currently now, anywhere in this time period, the rotation that's sitting off the Sunshine Coast in the surface wind stream lines, okay, fetching all the way in from the north, wrapping it back around the bottom of this little low or trough. Also, the 925 winds are up a little bit higher than the surface, again coming in and wrapping back around the bottom of the trough like that onshore, which gives you these stationary areas very close to the coast, enhanced rainfall with a lot of moisture coming in, and they're rotating around like that. We also have the 850s, they're up a little bit higher as well at 3,000 feet, again same situation, coming in from the north, wrapping back on the coast. The 700 winds are generally classed as steering winds. You can see these steering winds are coming generally from the north over this area. So you would expect these thunderstorms, they will form, they will become stationary and then slowly drift towards the south-southeast. Alright, but they could form, or they have formed over the Maroochydore area, then they could reform over the Brisbane area and sit there and then move away, Gold Coast, sit there, move away. That will be yet to be seen, but the threat is there. And these are also the winds at 20,000 feet, up a little bit higher. You can see that they are coming from the northwest to southeast, so they're carting that heavy rainfall off the top and away a little bit more so. I'll go back to 4 PM and I will drop a plot on the Sunshine Coast area, and I will show you what I mean on the thing. If north was always up on this wind chart, you've got this vast amount of moisture coming in, wrapping around all the way. Okay, northeast, east, southeast, comes in, grows the thunderstorm up, then the thunderstorm starts to rotate, stationary, before these winds up here start to kick in and take it away. But we've seen that this can take anywhere up to 1 to 2 hours. These are the moisture lines, quite a fair bit of moisture there, up to 20,000 feet also. Okay, so that's the system and that's the setup at the moment. Again, just repeating, flash flooding is occurring in the Maroochydore Sunshine Coast area. That thunderstorm is rotating. It's just starting to shift itself offshore now. However, there could be redevelopment to the south, all the way down to Brisbane, and even extending further south towards the Gold Coast tonight. It will be dependent on the development of these thunderstorm masses. All right, but the forecast suggests that this could happen, and the potential is certainly there after what we've seen. I'll keep it short and keep an eye on Higgins storm chasing. We are monitoring the situation very closely. We'll continue to issue code reds. Keep your comments coming to your reports, rainfalls, flash flooding, road closures, all that. It helps us out a lot, and it helps everyone else out as well. There's a lot of people on HSC that rely on this information as well. Okay, so keep up the great work, and we'll talk to you shortly.